Hello guys, welcome to another awesome park vlog here from Theme Park High Productions. Today I am at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So yeah, this is gonna be an awesome day. I have been here before. I went here back in 2016. So I've done majority of the coasters here except for Invader, of course, and then the kiddie coaster. But I've done rides like Apollo, Chariot, Alpengeist, so I'll be excited to get back on those awesome coasters today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this park. I am kind of upset that they got rid of one of the coolest rides here, the Curse of Dark Castle. It was like a ride that I did back in 2016, and it was good. It was kind of like Spider-Man, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm excited. Also excited to get back in Verbolten after riding Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Verbolten's gonna be an awesome ride. I heard my sister was telling me that Tempesto is closed right now. I mean, it could be possible. I don't know. I saw it running. I feel like people were on it. I don't know. Once we get over Tempesto, we'll see. It'll give you a little sneak peek on Tigress because I still have yet to do Tigress. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to get on Invader, a GCI wind coaster. You know, I love my GCI wind coasters. And yeah, after I Thunderhead, I love GCI. So yeah, we're gonna get the dining plan real quick. I gotta get the GoPro checked out because they do allow on-ride filming, so you will see some POVs posted. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys once we're done with all that stuff. Alrighty, so as you're walking into the park, you can see like this is all really beautiful, as it is actually ranked the world's most beautiful park. And I will agree, it is very pretty. There's some good places to take good pictures in the park as well. So yeah, it does give you Busch Gardens Tampa vibes in a way. I don't know why, but yeah. So if you go towards the left, oh sorry, right, my bad. If you go towards the right, you'll see Loch Ness Monster over there. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what ride we'll be doing first. So our first ride of the day is going to be Loch Ness Monster, which is an Aero custom looper. I remember this being a pretty good ride. I remember it being very smooth for an Aero, which I don't know how. Hopefully it still retains that. And fun fact, believe it or not, they actually changed up some of the ride a bit since 2016. They've actually changed the trains a bit. If you remember, it's the same kind of trains that they have on Tennessee Tornado at Dollywood. And they added some lighting effects inside the cave, which I'm excited for that. So yeah, it'll be kind of an interesting experience. So I guess Loch Ness Monster just closed for some weird reason. I don't know what happened. But yeah, there's no rain or anything. So we're gonna end with Loch Ness Monster. I think we're gonna start with Griffon, which is a B&M dive machine. If you know like SheiKra, you know what Griffon's like. Except I prefer SheiKra personally. But I remember Griffon being pretty awesome. And we can do Invader after that, which get the GCI credit. Yeah. One thing I forgot about the park is the amount of terrain that it has. It's a lot of terrain they have to go through in this park. You have to walk through a lot of terrain here. See, there's a new ride over here. It's Finnegan's Flyer, which is like an S&S Scream and Swing. They're pretty fun rides. I did one of these rides at Dollywood, and they're really fun. And yeah, this is what I mean by the world's most beautiful park. Fountains everywhere. There's Griffon right there. I'm excited to get back on Griffon. I haven't done a B&M dive coaster in a while, so it'll be nice to get back on Griffon. I forgot they had a VR ride here, so I guess we'll just do this ride. So the VR ride has a really long line right now. So we're gonna come back to it later, and we're gonna go ride Griffon, the B&M dive machine. Again, I'm excited to get back on Griffon. I really love SheiKra, so hopefully, and I really like Griffon too, so hopefully Griffon can retain its amazingness. So we made it to Griffon. There it goes right there. This is the tallest coaster in the park. It's the second fastest right now. Apollo Chariot's a bit faster than this. But yeah, it's giving me SheiKra vibes in a way. Oh, there goes Alpengeist. Yeah, I'm excited to get back on this. Looks like it's a 35-minute wait, which is not too bad. So yeah, let's get on this thing. Just got off of Griffon. That was a really awesome ride. The airtime was pretty strong during the drop. Not quite as intense as SheiKra's airtime, but
it's better than SheiKra.
Hey, sister, I respect your opinions. I know people who do prefer Griffon, and I get it. I think Taylor prefers Griffon. So I mean, I respect it.
Who's Taylor? You have no friends.
Taylor from Coaster Studios.
You have no friends.
But yeah, it was very smooth and it had some good air. So I give Griffon a thumbs up. Here comes a train. I like trains. Vroom. Chattanooga. Choo choo. So the next ride that we are going to do is the Battle of Erie ride. I think that's what it's called. It used to be known as Europe in Air. I think it was kind of like Soarin' in a way. But we're going to get around it. It's like a VR experience, which I haven't done a VR ride in a while since Kraken Unleashed had the VR. But I'm excited to get on a Battle of Erie. It's giving me Flight of Passage vibes in a way. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys once we get over to Battle for Erie.
Magic's everywhere if you look close. There are two worlds in Ireland. The one you know, and the other world. An enchanted domain invisible to humans. Hidden deep within this castle resides.
Just at the Battle for Erie. That was a very interesting experience. It was a really good ride, but the way the headsets are set up is kind of odd. It was kind of hurting my skull a bit. It was really weird, but I did enjoy it. It was a good ride. It made me think of Flight of Passage from home. So it was a good ride, but I think next we're gonna check out on Invader, the wooden coaster. So we'll talk once we get. We have made to Invader. This is a GCI wooden roller coaster. This looks absolutely awesome. The line looks a bit long, so I'm not sure for it right now, but we'll definitely get on it. So we just rode Invader for the first time. That was a pleasant surprise. I liked it. It was probably the smoothest GCI I've done. And the one part I didn't like is that during the ride, the restraint really came down. It was like really tight. So that was the only unfortunate part. But also, sorry if I haven't been filming much off-ride footage. I've been putting my phone in a locker. So we also did another ride. So as I put my phone in the locker, we also took a ride on Alpengeist, which I must tell you, that was intense. And that Cobra roll was like crazy. So I loved Alpengeist and I liked Invader. Alpengeist definitely retained its amazingness from when I rode 3 years ago. So yeah, I think next we might get some lunch or do some Verbolten or something like that. So we'll talk to you once we get there.
I don't see no wallet.
Some of the theming here is making me think of Epcot in a way, which I find awesome. Over here we used to have an amazing dark ride called Curse of Dark Castle that has since been removed. And now it's a special events place, which I don't get why they did that. I don't know. So, depending on the time we should eat lunch or do Verbolten. Because one, I'm hungry, and two, I want to get Verbolten. So we're eating at the Fest House. Got a pizza here. Pepperoni pizza's good. And I got a Coke, a cherry Coke, and a cheese Coke. Pretty good meal. This place is definitely giving me Busch Gardens Tampa vibes. If you know the Pantopia area, they have this kind of similar layout feel in one of the restaurants. That meal was incredible. Oh my gosh. So yeah, next up we are going to be riding Verbolten, which is a zero launch coaster. In my opinion, one of the most unique roller coaster experiences, because it has the free fall section. It's got a lot of things going on, launches. It's amazing. It doesn't have that backwards section like Hagrid, but I do think, because I have done Verbolten before, I do think it is better than Hagrid. One thing I do remember about Verbolten is that it is really rough. That's what I do remember, but hopefully it's not too bad. So let's get it right on Verbolten. Just rode Verbolten. Oh my god, that was incredible. Like for what it was, Like, I still prefer Alpengeist and Apollo, but man, that was much better than it was in 2016. I must say. I am literally left speechless after that. And I would take Verbolten over Hagrid's motorbike adventure. I know Hagrid's a bit more unique. I know it goes backwards and all. It's got much better theme, but I don't know. This is just so aggressive. And inside the indoor section, there was like a helix where I actually almost, like, I had a good gray out there, which was pretty surprising. And the free fall drop I thought was a lot more intense and scary than Hagrid's. It was just an awesome ride. And I said that it was rough when I rode it 3 years ago, but I disagree. That was not too rough at all. I found it pretty darn smooth. So I think we're gonna check over at the Festa Italia area where Apollo's Chariot is. But yeah, I give Verbolten a thumbs up. Here's a good view of Loch Ness Monster right there. Old school aero coaster. And then there's the final ending for Verbolten. Verbolten is just incredible. And over here is the construction site for the new 2020 coaster. It's called Pantheon. It'll be like a multi-launch coaster. And here's the photo area that I really wanted. So I was told that Tempesto is closed, which I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to believe that it's open, but I haven't seen a single train going to Tempesto, so I don't think it is open. I'm saying it might be closed for the whole day, which I'm kind of bummed that we won't be doing Tempesto, but it's not that big of a deal in my opinion because I've done Tempesto before. But yeah, and we always got Tigress over at Busch Gardens Tampa, so it's really not that big of a deal. I was wrong. Looks like Tempesto is running. Interesting. It looks like over here they're advertising about Pantheon. It'll be 178 feet tall. I know it was going to be going 72 miles per hour, so a mile slower than Apollo's Chariot. But yeah, look at the layout. And I feel like this is what the Jurassic World roller coaster at Universal will be like. And there's some construction over there, just in case you guys missed it. Now we're in the Festa Italia section. There's Tempesto. You see Apollo's Chariot. Man, this place is awesome. I'm absolutely loving this park. It's just absolutely gorgeous. We got a basketball tournament going on over there. So Apollo's not too long, maybe we can do Apollo's Chariot. So we're gonna get a locker, so I'm gonna put the phone away and we'll do Apollo and then we'll probably do Tempesto. So see you guys once we're done with those rides. So we did a ride on Apollo's Chariot and Tempesto. And my GoPro died, so I couldn't get the film on either coaster, so I'm gonna have to replace the battery. Good thing I have a backup battery with me. Just make sure it's in my pocket. It is in my pocket, so as we're going to Loch Ness Monster, I'll switch the battery so I can film on those coasters. But yeah, let's talk about Apollo's Chariot. Wow, that's all I gotta say about Apollo's Chariot. That exceeded my expectations. I loved it back in 2016, but riding it now, that was incredible. I remember I said that I liked Intimidator more than Apollo's Chariot. Take it back. Apollo's Chariot destroys Intimidator. Well, as I should say, Intimidator. And Tempesto. What was that? Oh my gosh. So I know Hunter, if you're watching this, Hunter from Coast Hunting, if you're watching this, Tempesto or Tigress, I don't know, whatever you want to say, not an elite coaster. I don't know why he loves it so much. I liked it, but it was crazy and all, but one thing I didn't like was the comfort collars. I did get a little ear snapping. It was kind of, no. But I think we're over to check out Loch Ness Monster, the coaster that closed down on us as we got to the entrance, which was kind of repetitive or ridiculous, like, I don't know. But let's head over to good old Loch Ness Monster. This ride over here is giving me Journey to Atlantis vibes. Just came from Pompeii. It's not like a roller coaster or anything, but yeah, this is one of the most unique water rides out there. So you go up, go through some fire effects and a down drop. It's really cool. Choo choo! Choo choo! We made back to the original Loch Ness Monster, the Aero Custom Looper. And like I said earlier, they have made some changes to this coaster and some new effects to it, and they've changed the trains. it's gonna be a little different. I'm excited to get back on this, and it has 2 amazing interlocking loops. So, yay! I'll talk to you guys once you get off the ride. Hey, look, going through the loop right there. I don't think you guys can see it, but going through the loop. So I rode Loch Ness Monster, the old air looper. GoPro stopped filming, but I'm kind of disappointed with Loch Ness Monster, to be honest with you. I'm so excited for like all the new special effects. So I was like, ooh, this is gonna be better, but it's a lot worse because it was bumpy. Like I was like, I mean, it was kind of because it rode towards the back, but at the same time, I feel like it's starting to show its age. So yeah, I still enjoyed it, but I'd say it's probably the weakest coaster here at Busch Gardens. So I think we're gonna do some, we're gonna do a little spree here. We're gonna walk around and try to ride as many rides as we can now. To let you know what our next ride will be. Just rode Griffon again. Wow, that thing warmed up. That drop was much more intense than it was this earlier. It was just a lot more enjoyable, it was more intense. It definitely warmed up. I can't wait to ride Alpengeist again when it's all warmed up. Same with the polished Chariot. And yeah, that was an awesome ride. Definitely some fantastic airtime. Just an Invader. That thing warmed up like crazy. That was awesome. I enjoyed all the airtime and it was very smooth. That was an awesome ride. So I give Invader thumbs up. And the restraint did not tighten me this time. It was beautiful. It was a great ride. I think next up we're gonna ride the log flume. So let's head that way. We got on the log flume ride. Not too wet. At least I got on the GoPro. It worked. You just gotta, think, today has been kind of frustrating, with having the GoPro and stuff. And yeah, it's just, today, like, it's been a good day so far, but part of it has been kind of frustrating just due to, like, all these issues that's been going on. It's been kind of terrible, in my opinion. But the log flume was good. Hey, subscribe to Theme Park Abductions on YouTube! So, I think next up we're gonna ride Alpengeist. Because, it's awesome. And if you need to feel good, just go on Alpengeist in the back row because it's insane. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys once we go over now. Hello, Alpengeist. The coaster that I don't get why Taylor hates it so much. I absolutely adore this ride. And we are going to try to hopefully get in another ride on this amazing inverted coaster. I'm going to report to you guys once we get off Alpengeist. Just did Alpengeist front row. What a ride. It was intense. It was still just a little bit rough. It wasn't like horribly rough, but yeah. And then that Cobra roll, just as good as ever. The only bad part about Alpengeist is the transition to the mid-course is just terrible. Other than that, it's fantastic. I love Alpengeist. I think we might do like Mod Tower Verbolten next. So we'll report that way while I look at some stuff in the shop. So first we're gonna do the Mock Tower and then we're gonna get around Verbolten. Which this ride looks really controlled, but we'll see. I'll talk to you guys once we do those 2 rides. Man, Verbolten is incredible. And I will tell you this, starting like in the indoor section, I actually blacked out. Like during that helix, like my body was like, it was crazy. Like I'm just like, wow. It is like probably the most intense family coaster out there. Like it's amazing. So there is a little kiddie coaster credit that I still have yet to do, which is Grover's Alpine Express. So we are going to head that way. So here we are at the Sesame Street area at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. This looks like a neat little kids area. And we've made it to, oh what? It goes over the pathway? Whoa, this looks cool. I was not expecting it to go over the pathway. That's actually pretty interesting. That does that. I would have never expected that. It looks like the coaster's going right there. It's dropping now. So let's get on this little kiddie coaster. All right, made it. We are doing the Grover's Alpine Express in the back row. So I will talk to you guys once we get off the ride. So I just did the Grover's Alpine Express. That was a pretty cool ride. well, for kids. So yeah, that was a nice little kiddie coaster. Nice to get on it. Don't need to ride it again, but yeah, so I think next we're gonna go ride a polished chariot, which I think is the best ride at this park. And yeah, hopefully the GoPro can work on a polished chariot because when I was filming on it earlier, it died. So yeah, maybe I could try to do the one-click challenge on a polished chariot because it's always fun to do those on B&M hyper coasters. So let's head over that way to a polished chariot. So we've made it back to a polished chariot. I'm gonna go get a locker and ride a polished chariot and Tempesto. And I will talk to you guys once we get off the rides. So I just did a polished chariot and Tempesto, and yes, the GoPro worked on him, so don't have to worry about those. But a polished chariot was incredible. I did the one-click challenge and got a ton of awesome airtime. And then I did Tempesto, and that was fun. The comfort collars do kind of suck. I'm not a fan of those. So yeah, so now we're gonna go over and get a ride on Loch Ness Monster, the classic. And my GoPro stopped filming on Loch Ness Monster as well when I did it earlier. So hopefully I can get the ride on film for you guys, from all the fans out there. And yeah, so let's head over to Loch Ness Monster. Over here, they actually have a Clydesdale Hamlet. If you guys remember the Clydesdale Hamlet, they used to have one of these like SeaWorld Orlando, like way back in like the day. The video is cool that Busch Gardens Williamsburg still has a Clydesdale Hamlet attraction, but SeaWorld got rid of theirs when their ship or like their sponsorship with Anheuser-Busch went away. So yeah, it's pretty cool that we still have the Clydesdales here at Busch Gardens, Virginia. Made it to Loch Ness Monster. Hopefully the GoPro works this time. So I'll talk to you guys once we get off Loch Ness Monster. So I did 2 rides on Loch Ness Monster, once in the back row, and I got the footage, so good to go. And then I did another one in the 10th row, and those 2 were really good. Kind of rough, but it's not really that bad for an aero. It's my second favorite aero as of right now, only behind Tennessee Tornado. So yeah, I still give Loch Ness Monster a thumbs up, but I still probably call it the weakest coaster at this park, not including the kiddie coaster. So I think we're gonna do Apollo and Tempesto again. So talk to you guys in a minute. So next up, we're gonna give this awesome water ride a try. So I'll talk to you guys as we do the Escape from Pompeii. Just did Escape from Pompeii, or I'm not sure if that's how you say it or not. But yeah, that was a really fun ride. There's a lot of fire in there, which is really like crazy. It's like Revenge of the Mummy, but as a water ride. And also, maybe it kind of felt like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, if you've seen that movie at the end, where like Harry's trapped in all that fire and stuff. It made me think of that. So it was really cool. I think next we're gonna get a ride in on a polished chariot, possibly Tempesto, and then grab a bite to eat. Alrighty guys, let's get in a locker and let's get a ride spree going on Tempesto and Apollo. So we did one ride in Tempesto, which is awesome. And then we did a polished chariot again, and that was an awesome ride. I absolutely enjoyed a polished chariot and tons of good airtime. And also met another coast enthusiast, so if you're watching this, shout out to you, homie. So yeah, looks like we're gonna be eating a quick bite, and then I think we wanna get a night ride on Verbolten, because Verbolten night rides are incredible. So for dinner, I got a meatball sub and some fries. So I'm not gonna vlog me eating it because it's very messy, but I will talk to you guys once I'm done eating. This looks absolutely beautiful at night. And it looks like Verbolten has like headlights and stuff at night. Oh, it's gonna be epic. I will talk to you guys once we do Verbolten at night. Okay, I did Alpengeist at night and Verbolten at night. That was insane. First off, Alpengeist was ridiculously forceful at night. It got back row. That whip was insane during that co-roll. And then Verbolten at night, that legit is one of the greatest night rides ever. Like, I forgot how incredible that night ride was. Man, that free fall drop felt more aggressive. And yes, I did get a good grade out there in that first helix inside the indoor section. That indoor section is just bonkers. Making me look forward to Intimidator 305, experiencing the first drop in that first helix, making me looking forward to experience that. And that was a good last ride. The park is closed now, so we can't get on anything else. But overall, it was a fantastic day at the park. Tigress! So I'm going to focus on trying to get out of this park, so that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos and more vlogs in the future. Also, don't forget to check out Theme Park Guy Productions on Instagram for more updates and content. See you guys next time. Have a theme-tacular day.